Okay, so if we look at number 24, it says, which point is in the solution set to the system of inequalities? Y greater than 2x minus 1 and y less than or equal to 1/2 x plus 5. So in order to be in the solution set, it has to be a solution to both inequalities. So what we can do is we can actually just plug in these points into both inequalities. So if I look at choice 1, that's negative 3, 10. So if I have y greater than 2x minus 1, negative 3 is my x value, 10 is my y value. So if I do 10 is greater than 2 times negative 3 minus 1, and I type the right-hand side into my calculator, I should get negative 7. And 10 is bigger than negative 7, so that works. Now I'm going to type it into my y less than or equal to 1/2 x plus 5. So we're saying y is still 10, so I'm going to do less than or equal to 1/2 times negative 3 plus 5. Now, I don't like to do decimals or fractions in my head, so I'm just going to type it into my calculator. So I'm going to do alpha y equal enter 1/2 times negative 3 plus 5 and hit enter, and I get 3.5. Now, this is not going to work because 10 is not smaller than 3.5. It's bigger. So it can't be choice 1. Now, we're going to try choice number 2. So in choice number 2, we're dealing with the point 8, 2. 8's my x value, 2's my y value. So if I plug into my y greater than 2x minus 1, I'm going to do 2 is greater than 2 times 8 minus 1. 2 times 8 is 16. 16 minus 1 is 15. And that's not going to be true because 2 is not bigger than 15. It's smaller. So choice 3 is not going to work either. Choice 2, sorry. Now I'm going to try the negative 2, 1. Negative 2 is my x value. 1's my y value. Now I'm going to plug it into my first inequality, which is the y greater than 2x minus 1. So I have 1 greater than 2 times negative 2 minus 1. If I type this into my calculator, I will get negative 5. And that's true. 1 is greater than negative 5. Now I'm going to plug it into my second inequality. So I'm going to plug in 1 for y, negative 2 for x. And again, I don't like dealing with those fractions, so I'm going to just type it in. So I'm going to do 1/2. Going to get an add. So now I'm going to do alpha y equal enter 1/2 times negative 2 plus 5. And if I look, I get 4. And that's true. 1 is less than or equal to 4. So it's going to be choice number 3.